Alright, we're beginning, ladies and gentlemen, the training video. As you can see here, had an earthquake bar warming up with just a 25-pound kettlebell on each side. Pretty much get my chest ready for throwing an extra weight in there, because I'm not trying to snap my stuff up, but I am trying to get stronger on bench. As many of you guys who follow me know my weakest point, so I went ahead, started with one kettlebell on there. Then of course, add other accessories you'll see in a few seconds, includes a water jug and chains. I mean, detergent bottle and chains. And from there, I decided to go ahead and throw another heavier kettlebell on there, and then went back down to the lighter kettlebell to make sure my form didn't go way out the window. And I just mentioned, those are detergent bottles, not water jugs. So that's something I had to correct my good buddy Tim on the last video. So yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Tim, aka Garage Workouts, please check out his channel. He has an awesome home gym and a lot of crazy stuff going on with his workouts. Awesome dude, awesome channel. Strong guy. I'm also grateful that I did not make it onto his chopping block, because guys, if you try to pull that stuff BS on his channel, he will unsubscribe you and throw you right into the chopping block. Just a warning. But anyway, back to this video. And as you can see, I had to follow suit by doing some incline chest press or incline bench press. And so, stick with the red kettlebell, because that gray one wasn't happening on incline, and the red one was just rough enough. So I did this for like 8 to 12 reps each. More likely, it was actually most of them were just 8 reps for 3 sets. Because guys, all that shaking and quaking going on, yeah, I was trying to get a good pump in without setting my stuff up, which is why I'm using the earthquake bar this week versus regular barbell. And likewise, to follow this up by doing some standing overhead presses. So kind of to build up my pressing strength, I decided to go ahead and do some flat bench type of movement, then the incline movement, and then finally a standing overhead press movement, as you'll see right here. Of course, this being my channel, as the title indicated, I got to talk about some geeky stuff. So first thing I need to do is pretty much let you guys hear my latest Star Wars theory that I pretty much gathered up after seeing Dash Star's interview with Freddie Prinze Jr., aka the voice of Kanan from Star Wars Rebels, and basically it's describing Kanan as well as Ezra's roles within the next season of Star Wars. And to be brutally honest, I think Ezra, from hearing the interview and seeing the preview, he's basically going to be the Star Wars version of Hot Rod, aka Rodimus Prime, because it's his fault that Kanan is blind, just like it was Hot Rod's fault that Optimus Prime died, and he became more mature going on. And of course, back to this workout, as you can see here, I'm actually doing some handstand push-ups to kind of help transition in the idea of trying to stay stable while pushing some heavy weights. So basically I use some regular free weight stuff and now finding my own body weight. As you can see here, it's kind of progressing, similar movement to the handstand that I did with the shoulder press. So yeah, it's kind of helped build the mind-muscle connection there, as well as some muscle memory to hopefully build my pressing movement strength. And I followed this up with the suspension trainer again, since I already had that out. So I decided to go ahead and superset some suspension trainer decline chest flies with suspension trainer incline chest flies, and finally suspension trainer back flies. And yes, you heard me right, I made a Transformers reference in a Star Wars conversation. Can't get more geeky than that. And the reason I said that is because I believe that Ezra really is the Rebels version of Hot Rod from Transformers, for the simple fact that had Ezra used common sense, he would not have got Kanan blinded, because he was actually blind himself by actually believing that Darth Maul, or shall I say Maul, was actually a good guy at this point, and believe everything that Maul was saying. And yeah, try to wrap that around your hand. Try to wrap that around your head for a minute. Maul, a good guy? Really? Just kind of like the same idea in the Transformers movie where Hot Rod thought he could actually fight Megatron one-on-one by jumping in front of Megatron to stop him from shooting somebody. Really, Hot Rod, you think you're one-on-one with Megatron? So, him thinking he was one-on-one with Megatron got Optimus Prime killed, and Ezra, trusting Maul foolishly, ended up getting Kanan blinded. And that's where the comparison leads to. And another side note, based on the trailer that I saw for Season 3 of Rebels, it seems that Ezra actually does become older and more mature, a la Rodimus Prime, after absorbing the Matrix, transforming from Hot Rod to Rodimus Prime. So he'll probably take on a more leadership role, which is I was looking at the trailer. And hopefully he'll be a lot wiser in the upcoming upcoming season. But at the same time, he's more likely going to be a flawed leader, and sadly, with Rebels taking place right before Rogue One and New Hope, him being a flawed leader is probably going to lead to certain characters dying by the end of the series. But anyway, back to the workout and stuff less depressing. So as you can see here, still with the suspension trainer right now, super settings, suspension trainer dips with suspension trainer push-ups, and this to really kind of pretty much work in a little bit of decline movement as I actually go through this workout. And another geek news, as mentioned in the last video, something known as the Sega Saturn Backup Unlocker was released, and I had a link to that object on my last video, and I actually purchased it and have it in my hands right now as I'm doing this little voiceover. And guys, I used it for Castlevania Symphony of the Nights on the Sega Saturn. All I can say is this is wow. Pretty much they took probably one of the best Metroidvania, and in some instances the best video game ever created, and made it even better. First of all, you can play as Richter and Maria from the first. So of course I had to pick Maria because she was not in the PlayStation version I actually bought way back in the day. And the new elements, other elements I added to it was just freaking awesome. So yeah, I had one good night binge gaming. So yeah, I played that as well as Cotton. And I'll probably play a few other games this weekend, and hopefully have something on my Twitch channel as well before Monday. But anyway, back to the workout, and I can shut up right now from a lot of the geeky talk and just go back to lifting. So of course I was doing the decline movements with the dips and switch trainer push-ups. I had to do some incline movement. So right now I'm actually doing some incline barbell jammers. A little tip I actually picked up from watching my man Mr. London and his workouts. So decided to go ahead and do a dual arm variation, as you can see here, followed up by some single arm sets right afterward. For those of you that are unaware, Mr. London also does weekly shoutouts for people on his channel on Sunday evenings. So guys, you know someone who has great content, you may want to nominate them or self-nominate yourself. So yeah, that's another awesome thing about Mr. London. Not only is it awesome workouts and tips, he also shouts out small channels. And another person, well, people that shout out small channels would definitely be Mr. Grant Gobay, who recently changed his name to Christian Outcast. So if you guys have a chance, please be sure to support Grant Gobay, aka Christian Outcast, when you get a chance. So anyway, back to the lifting session. Alright, at this point I started to go ahead and finish with my decline movements by doing resistance band decline chest press. Likewise, to balance my lower and upper chest. Right after doing this, I had to, of course, I do something incline. So in a few seconds, you'll see me superset, reverse grip incline chest press with a regular grip incline chest press. So basically, I went from a supinated grip to a pronated grip, and you'll see that in a few seconds, as well as me shouting out yet another YouTuber. Had to break the commentary up with some live commentary for the last chest exercise from the Jack Geek, because right now I had to give a quick shout out to my man Kortez Fitness, coming from the D. Ha! Like I just said, Kortez Fitness, check him out, coming from the D. Ha! Alright, at this point my chest is completely crushed and my triceps are already tired, so I decided to go ahead and finish this up by doing some resistance band tricep pushdowns with overhead tricep extensions and get a little ab work in by doing some band ab crunches. At this point, so go ahead and finish up by doing some resistance band live raises to get a better extension than I would with just dumbbells. Never drops this video. If you guys have watched this whole thing, you guys so much for watching. And yes, I know I look a little pudgy in this video due to the lighting and water weight plus today after a freaking refeed. But yeah, I probably have lost like 5 pounds since I did this video. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. You watch this long. Please rate, comment, subscribe. And until next time, peace out.